Hey guys, trying to get some footage in today. I've been skating and not taking my phone out to take videos. I've been skating some pretty cool places, downtown St. Louis. I've been out all the way out on Route 66 to Wildwood. So I'm going to try to get some good videos in today, and I'm all geared up. It shows that it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's kind of chilly right now, and that's going to play a factor. There's some wind. But I think the worst is over and we got a little bit of sunshine, so it's probably going to start to warm up. So I'm prepared. I got my helmet, I got a little bit of a bandana to get the wind out of my ears and everything, keep my head warm, and this thing, the sweat drips, so I need that. But basically I got my skates right here, as you can see. And I'm just going to try to get some footage. I'm going to go down the Des Perez River Greenway, and then I'm going to meet up with Jefferson Barracks Road, go south, there's a trail, then I'm going to have to do some road skating, then I'm going to get to Grant's Trail, which takes me all the way out to Kirkwood, but I'm going to go down that for as long as I can, then come back the same way I went down. Alright, let's do this. Before I go, I'm going to grab some protein bars, a little granola protein thing, 10 gram. This is from Aldi, and I've been doing the Aldi protein, which I would not recommend. It gives me the shits and the farts, but you can't beat the price, and they got the double back guarantee. That's pretty awesome. So I got one of these. Grab the protein, because when I've been going, I've actually been running out of steam, so I've been juiced, so maybe that'll help me. Got a little bit of water on me. Got my fanny pack. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of a rundown of how I get out of my apartment. But this is super dangerous if I only have one arm. So I really need to get a selfie stick or some shit. Or like, let's come on out. Is our balcony? Lock your doors. Do a little pouch.
You might want to record the other way. You finna look at history being made. This motherfucker put a mirror on the goddamn screen. Let's go, LP. Huh? Sam, so we gonna do Mick.
Alright, and this is my neighborhood. Skating over to where the trail's gonna be. Okay, I'm getting through the neighborhood here, and we got all this beautiful brick. Just gotta get through here in order to get to the Christie Greenway, which leads to the Des Perez River Greenway. I'm trying not to get run over by somebody coming through a one-way. Blows a stop sign. Okay, so I was coming down that hill, and at the end I thought I was gonna pull a hockey stop or a magic stop, but it was so slick from all the oil of people stopping at the stop sign that I ended up in a baseball slide. So with tri-skates, you can't always depend on the hockey stop. It might just end up being a slide where you slide like 5 feet. But as long as you have good form, usually you come away with no marks or any messed up muscles or anything. So we got the smooth street, and then I ride this over to the river. A gigantic sewer that leads into the Mississippi. So just kind of enjoy a little bit of the scenery. We gotta make this light. Nope, didn't make it. So a big reason of why I lost my edge and slid was because I rotated my wheels. So right now I don't have that edge worked in when I turn to do my stop. So I don't know if anybody's ever posted anything about that on YouTube, but if you rotate your wheels, you got to work them in before you start getting those good crisp stops. I'll try to do a video to show, you know, what happens with your edge in order to kind of better understand it. Maybe share that with some people that didn't know before. But as you can see, got a lot of traffic already. It's Saturday, but I'm going to be going to a shielded trail separate from the road. So hopefully I won't have to worry about these motorheads. So you got these crazy intersections that you have to stop for because you have people turning every which way, and then you have a 45-degree angle for the road crossing. Not something you want to mess with. So this is pretty bumpy right here, as you can tell. Beautiful park. So surfaces vary a lot when you're skating in the street, especially with a very cold winter and having a lot of water freeze in the cracks and opening everything up. The streets are pretty messed up basically overall, so you just kind of have to bear with it until you get to some slicker, smoother surfaces. Right here is the bike route, and that kind of tells me that I can relax a little bit more, but I still have to be careful of people coming in my lane. So I like to look over my shoulder, see if it's clear. And then here's the greenway that goes past a cemetery, and that's where I take to get to the Des Perez River Greenway. Really common bike route, so I know that it's going to be pretty slick, I mean pretty smooth. So this is just in between some houses and a little park, but soon I get to see some water. Get down by the casino. Place that a good amount of people go, but I think the larger population here doesn't really find it an ideal place to skate or to bike. I think people prefer to do small trails in the county, but they're starting to connect these greenways, and once they do, it could be a huge loop surrounding all of St. Louis, which would greatly benefit long distance skaters and bikers, but it has yet to materialize since there's many different groups trying to get it passed, and politicians don't always have the pull that they need to get funds going to the project. Concrete's expensive. A friend of mine had mentioned his dad worked for a concrete business. This stuff is very precious and very expensive. In order to pave that much trail, it costs a lot of money, millions of dollars. Until then, work with the existing trails and do some street skating. So this has a little button, but I never push it because I can just wait 2 seconds And then that way those people can get to work on it. And there's another button up ahead for the walk signal, which is nice. But if you're not in an emergency, I usually don't push it. Got some water here. Which seems pretty gross, but that'll flush out usually steadily into the Des Perez River. So these are rivers that are open sewers, basically. Built when the city was built. Part of the Des Perez River goes underground and goes under one of our parks, our largest park, Forest Park. So these are some major waterways that help flush out the city and help with flooding issues that have been built into our infrastructure since the 1800s. You see the cemetery there. But yeah, it smells pretty weird here because there's a cemetery. So it smells like formaldehyde or embalming agents. Especially right now because it's been raining, flushing out all those dead people. And their souls go into the river Hades. Right there. But yep, just taking a nice leisurely pace here in order to not burn out my legs. But also, I'm planning on a longer route tomorrow, so that'll be cool. And I look like an idiot because I'm like holding my phone right by my face, but you know, that's how it goes when you don't have a selfie stick. I don't know if you can see all that. Yeah, lighting issues definitely coming into play. But yep, it's a nice little trail, maybe 1 kilometer, or I don't even think it's that, maybe like 0.5 miles down. It looks like I'm gonna miss the slide. Yeah, so I'm just gonna chill. Got the river over there. So that's always nice. Get to watch some water float around as I glide. Here's the river. And then I get a green, so I'm going over. So they did build it up. It's pretty safe getting across. Just that there's cobblestone as a deterrent, probably for wheels smaller than a bike wheel. But no problem for me with my 110 millimeters. So I can't see that well, so I'm probably gonna pop on my sunnies here. Try to get a little bit of relief. There's the river. That is basically just a sewage area. Call it the Redneck Riviera, but nobody drives boats on it. I don't think it's authorized. So I'm gonna ride this for a while, and then I'll pop up a video when I get to this really cool park called Jefferson Barracks Park. So I ran into this huge thing over there, so I had to slow down because the river is really high, just like the Mississippi, and this feeds into it. So they have preparations in order to ensure that it doesn't get to the house level. But yeah, this right here will get washed out a couple times a year. But yeah, great for the wildlife. Got some geese, which are rampant, which is good because they used to be endangered. And we continue on, and we're gonna have to dodge a bunch of mulch, basically, which is not a biggie. Sometimes some other big things can get washed up, but what that tells me is I might run into some issues with my route, so I'm gonna have to adjust accordingly. Probably hit some really hilly and no shoulder roads coming up, but ooh, it looks like they got a new area. But there's no point now. This side's fine, but they finished the trail on the other side. It looks really nice. There's a new tie wall and really good pavement, but this side is paved just the same. And the red ball. Really cool. Views here of the chemical plant, which is active, and right by the tracks, so if you are driving, you can get caught by the tracks pretty easily, waiting for chemical cars to unload. There is a shortcut, which is a bridge, not too far away from that, so I can always use that if I need to. So we got these guys trying to get some stuff out. Heading for figure flash load. So yeah, this is pretty much what the St. Louisans would say. Dangerous area. You get killed, get your body dumped in here, flushed out to the Mississippi easily. But what I say is a beautiful, beautiful ride. You can also go that way, which brings you to a big park called Loughborough. It's actually called Rondelet Park on Loughborough Road. Right here, you're pretty raised up from the river. So, and it looks like we got a road closed. So I'm gonna have to ride down the middle of the road. So give me a second. All these road closures always messing me up. There's a concrete wall right there, so pretty wicked. So I'm skating down the middle of the road right now because they had it closed. Going over. And there's the chemical plant. I always like to check out this place because it got new graffiti a lot of times. But I'm back on the trail. Almost got hit. Number one. I like to count how many times I almost get hit by cars or I'm in danger of any kind. It doesn't have to be almost hit, it could just be the potential scenario. We got some pretty cool views up in here. And then I just followed the trail. Not too hard. Gotta cross the street soon. And actually, I'm going to take the road. It has a sidewalk because it looks like everything's underwater there. And they have this trail that goes to nowhere. So I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm actually going to go right around it. Because I've been this way, and this thing gives you some false positives. The trail is pretty weird. But here you go. Good views of the river. And then we're headed right by the casino, which kind of looks like a big mall. Looks like every casino that you've ever seen in the world. So just pulled a small hockey stop there and try to get over across the road here. So arrow says that way. So they changed it a little bit, but I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna go down the sidewalk because that's almost indefinitely washed out. So I just remembered that this does go to the greenway. It meets up nicely with the Jefferson Barracks Park. So I'm gonna follow it. The other way is a tight, small sidewalk. Pretty smooth, but you get dumped out in the River City Casino parking lot where people are angry that there is anybody using recreational skates or whatever. You know, they're pretty much all business at the casino. Want to make their money, so they find it rude if you're exercising in their parking lot. Don't blame them. I don't want to be at the casino either. So you just continue on this way. And it'll pop me out on a riverside trail, which could be flooded. But these streets over here are pretty gnarly. It'd be fun to bomb, but they're so dangerous because the locals drive probably like 30, 40 on them. Man, I can't remember. Oh, it's winding me around. Okay, we'll see if this is open. I can't remember if this is the dead end. So I just went in a circle. But can't remember if this goes under or not. Hey, it looks good. Doesn't look washed out. So that's cool. And this is just taking me over. Get what road? Oh, it's the same road. Condolet or River City Casino Road. So it was washed out. Now it's okay. Whoa! Lots of big rocks. Oof. Oh. So then I come out. And I'm at whatever road this is, I forget. Broadway or Telegraph. So this was the correct way. Good. It's all connected. You never know. Construction can take weeks or take years. So now I'm closer. And I think I got to follow these signs, or else I have to go way over. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing on that sign. This is where they kind of drop you, and this is where they have the cutoff. So what I have to do, on hold for sewer improvements. So if you're thinking about taking that route, don't do it. It's also very rocky over there. So I gotta go over it and get dumped off in the middle of the casino parking lot. So this is the tight road I was talking about, but not too bad. So this is all industrial. Our river basically served a purpose of moving goods and commodities down the river, so it still maintains that, but at a lesser degree. So you have a lot of plants, you have a lot of different things. I got some ducks coming up. This seems to be railroad area. Working on bridges, and they got railroad ties. Whoa, I just went over a huge bump. How's it going? All right, made it. Little doggies looking cute, little pit bulls. How's it going? Hey, go Blues!
Hey, tonight, profit.
All right. Hey. So yeah, we got a lot of Blues fans here, and the Blues won last night against Winnipeg. An amazing game. They pulled it out. They were trading goals, and then Blues pulled away 4-3. Able to defend in the last 5 to 10 minutes and seal the deal. But everybody loves playoffs here in Blues country, and I'm going to have to stop in the small amount of area. So a lot of proponents of the magic stop, or like these cool stops, they talk about all that. What I do is I just V my legs in, and I do a plow stop, which I've learned from roller derby. And by pushing out my heels, pushing them out, I can actually stop in a very short area. Of course, if there's anybody coming, which I just looked, it would suck, but then I can push out one or the other leg as I come down in order to get more push, and it'll slide out. See that? So I use the plow stop like no other, and that usually helps me when I'm in a too tight of an area to get a magic stop or a hockey stop. So here we go. All right, rollerblades versus car. I'm 2-0 right here. So that's another near miss. And then the trail's on the other side. I always miss it. So I'm gonna have to walk over the little levee. So this is a casino, which actually provides a couple miles worth of really nice concrete. The only problem is it's really flat because we're right by the river. Then I pop up. Ooh, I'm not gonna jump that. I can roll this. Whew. Roll this for a little bit. Whew. I'm not very good at the techie stuff. Right, just get a good low center of balance. Whee! And I'm off. So here's the Mississippi. Finally made it. Nice level trail going to Jefferson Barracks. And great stuff up ahead. All right, I'm gonna skate. So I made it over to the bridge, which takes me to Jefferson Barracks. So maybe this can help my St. Louis folks who want to know how to ride from the city all the way down to Grant's Trail. Got some coal. Talked about that commodity. Still moving that coal. Mississippi. Great river. So basically we get to go over the bridge here. Nothing's washed out. Got a lot of cobblestone. Makes people slow down. Good natural deterrent for speedsters, which there are many of the bike kind here. They will come up on you at 32 miles per hour easily. But we got the river! Midwest, yeah! Loving this thing. The vein of the country. Yeah. Water's insane. Never gonna be able to swim in that. I do want to at some point. Somebody post how I can swim in the Mississippi. Anyways, checking out the sewage over here. I think that is, oops, not for sure. for I don't know what. It smells pretty bad. And you got the river. There's lots of poop in the river, but that's what we drink here. I mean, everybody touts it as the most delicious water, but I'm really into the idea of it's kind of a strange act to drink poop water. So you go over this raised bridge, and you're home free. You get to skate in a really nice park, which there are many. Just have to connect to them. We got the puppy. Hey puppy. So we got going over the tracks, and then you get the first glimpse of all of the memorials. They're really cool. Statues and memorials for those fallen in the Great War, number 1 and 2, as well as Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, all those wars. It's pretty amazing. Got lots of services, and the veterans live here as well. So it's really a great situation because it's a beautiful park situated on the Mississippi River. Couldn't think of a better facility for our veterans. So I'm gonna sign off and skate a little bit down this park unencumbered because my arm is tired. So we got some pretty cool memorials. That one's cool looking. Laser engraved. We get dumped off in a parking lot once again. Doing a cool reenactment. Cool. Very cool stuff. The historic area here. Basically just gonna skate down. So we got this beautiful view. There's the barge I was pointing at, directly in the middle of the river. So sometimes they can anchor there, and yeah, somehow they can anchor right in the middle, and then barges can still move freely on the right and left of the barge. And I think that's a World War I or II memorial there. Okay, so Google Maps is taking me through a neighborhood that I've never been through because I usually take major roads, but I don't mind too much since I'm on skates. Here's the route that I took from Jefferson Barracks Park over to Grant's Trail, which is near the Rivas Barracks Road. It's not the best route. There's probably a better way of doing this, but this is the way that Google Maps took me. And Arlee is a pretty tame road. The only problem that you're going to run into is when you have to go down Lime Ferry Road, which has no sidewalk and no shoulder. That was a real big trouble spot. So if you're able to, Telegraph might be a good alternative to meet up with Rivas Barracks Road, and you may have definitely took me through a shady neighborhood, but Google doesn't know anything, so you end up in shady neighborhoods a lot. This one's pretty nice. Got a lot of brick road. So this is where Google Maps will take you if you listen to it. And I get to Grant's Park and then Grant's Trail. But as you can see, no shoulder, no nothing, but I gotta get used to it since much of Missouri has no shoulder. The whole state, all the roads. So So this is basically it. Just have to get around. Whew. Now I'm going through gravel. So it's good to have the 110s in order to get through some gravel and stay safe. Here we go. So have yet to actually connect anything to Grant's Trail, but they tried. They put a trail down the middle of the county, which is nice. When I get on there, it's smooth sailing. And you can also take that as a loop back up Union into the city. So it kind of completes it that you come down going along Des Perez River Greenway, and then you end up going up Grant's Trail and then back to Union. So this is the route that I took, and as you can see, there are some areas where I changed my route and I switched it up a bit coming back, and that's what I was talking about in the video. So I went down Grant's Trail all the way to Kirkwood, Oakland area, came back, and then I went up Union for a little while. So you can do that coming down, and then you won't be able to see the Des Perez River or much of the Mississippi, but you can do that as an alternate route. It's more of a straight shot to Grant's Trail if you're in South City already. I would recommend trying to find a better road to connect Jefferson Barracks Park to Grant's Trail, because Lee Ferry is a really horrible road to take, and Green Park Road is very tight as well. So that's kind of what I was talking about in the video just now. Here is the trailhead, which the trailhead's actually behind me, but for my purposes, I overshot it and ended up on this smooth track. It's getting a little sketchy back there, going through Lee. Made it to Grant's farm, and it's been really, really flat past the ball fields now. And then this takes me out to Kirkwood. So it's kind of nice because you can see traffic has picked up this Saturday crossing Gravois Street. Yeah, it's been pretty smooth, and basically just getting in my miles right now. Pretty nice. Lots of people coming in to see the animals. Pretty cool. I've been there numerous times checking out the ibex and the oxen, all types of cool animals.